Okay, well, I'm making this video as a pre-video of the tuning that I'm going to be doing on my Fiero. It is a 4-barrel 4160 Holley, and I now have obtained an adjustable metering block so that I can fine-tune certain areas that need attention and certain areas that don't. The reason why I'm actually making this video is because the paperwork for the QFT metering block states that I should have a 28 thousandths idle feed restriction. Okay, 28 hundredths. I always get that mixed up. And I should have a 47 hundredths restriction for the power valve circuit. And the emulsions should... Doesn't really say too much about the emulsions, but the reason why I'm actually doing this is because that's what the paperwork said. I have precision measuring tools, and I precision measured every single one on here. So your idle feed restrictors, that's these guys, the ones right here. And the true idle feed restriction, I measured a 32 hundredths. The power valve channel, I got 59 hundredths. And all 6 emulsions, all these right here, there, and they didn't mess with these, but they are all 26 hundredths. So I'm basically just making this short little video just to say, hey, be aware that even with the paperwork you get, if you're changing out to one of these, apparently you might want to buy a set of these and actually get the right readings of the restrictions. Because if you went off the paperwork and you're like, oh, well, it's a 4700, then all I got to do is buy some 45s, or if I have to go bigger, well, I guess I'll get me some, 50s. Well, in reality, you're actually at 59. That's huge. So here you are, you're ready to tune, and you got a lower number that you think is on the paperwork. Well, now you're going to run that super lean. So yeah, just be aware, guys. Just take your own measurements. Don't go off the paperwork. That's really crappy on their end. That's horrible. So yeah, now that I know what I need, hopefully we can get some tuning videos in my Fiero going. And if I get it all right, well, maybe we'll get some burnouts, you know? So here's a part 2 video to the first video I made. And the reason why I'm making this video is because, once again, Holley, they need to figure out their measuring, or they just need to redo things. So on this metering block that I purchased, as you can see, it doesn't have an accelerator pump transfer tube. There's a lot of people out there that, well, I can't say a lot of people. I've never seen this modification done, but this one guy has told me that I should be able to drill this out and to the right size, and the O-ring of this transfer tube should fit snugly in there, and it shouldn't matter. As long as I transfer that over to this block, I should be fine. I've never seen this done, and I was really hoping with, since holley carbs have been around for before I was even born, I was hoping maybe someone had that modification to show, but doesn't seem to be the case. I'm just trying to message some really good people. If anyone knows how to get a hold of Uncle Tony's garage, that would be awesome, because I know that guy would definitely know. I reached out to Randy from Holley How To's, so I'm hoping maybe he's got something. So I really don't want to do any modification drilling on this until I know for sure, because this guy was expensive. But okay, back to why I'm making this video. So I was over here and I was like, hey, my stock metering block, even Holley, the people on their connecting line of, like, if you need some questions or anything, this stock block comes with a 512 primary jet. And so what a 512 is, it's supposed to be basically 50 thousandths or 50 hundredths, I mean. Man, I keep messing this up. So, we are back here because that is not the case. So, I put my stock jets that came on that block in here because I downjetted that, which I thought I downjetted 5 sizes, and that is not true at all. So, what we have here is, if I can focus, come on, focus, baby. Aha, they are on this side. I need some light. Let's go over to the light. There it is, 512, right? Okay, so 512 is supposed to be 50, 51, and that's not the case. So I took my measuring tool, and I actually measured these, which are 48s, holley, because I bought genuine holley jets, you know, because you never know what you buy. And sorry, the numbers are over by the power valve. Okay, right there, 48, right? Okay, so I took my measuring tools thinking that, oh, hey, this is definitely a 48, right? No, that is not the case at all. So I'm going to tell you right now, 512 primaries are actually 48. Yeah, get that. These right here that came stock that Holley said should be 50 hundredths is not. It's 48 hundredths. And the 48 hundredths are actually 46 hundredths. So I've only downjetted my carb by 2 sizes. That right there has got me, because like I am now like, wow. I'm like, I downjetted my carb 5 sizes, guys. No, I really only downjetted my carb 2 sizes. And, yeah. So what I'm going to do is put the 48s in here, which are, well, no. All right, how do I explain this? We aren't calling those 48s. We're calling those 46s. Holley, you need to get your measuring right, because that ain't cool. So, if you guys are buying jets, do not go by the numbers. Like, go by the numbers in a theory, but, like, don't trust those numbers. I can't really explain this. So, how do I say this? If Holley was telling me that the 512 primaries is actually 50, and they're actually 48s, they're not 50, then whatever jet size that you buy from Holley, go down 2 sizes on it. Because apparently that's their rule of thumb, that if you're going to buy a 48, it's really a 46. And if you're going to buy a 50, it's really a 48. Hey, I figured it out. Yes. So just whatever jet size by Holley you pick, -2. That's the right number. I was trying to keep this short and simple, but I made it a 5-minute video of me ranting. But, yeah, so that's crazy to know that I didn't really downjet my carb that much. And by just going down 2 sizes, I was starting to lean out in part throttles, and a little bit more throttle, it started to lean even more. So in all honesty, I might end up going up in size. I got some 52s that I might just have to measure, because 52 is probably 50 hundredths, you know. So I got to go back through my box of jets and go from there. I can't tell you if the air bleeds are going to be the same until I get them. But sadly enough, that goes for Holley and QFT, because even the paperwork that came with that wasn't cool. Those are way off. And I'm not totally blaming Holley or even Quick Fuel Technology. It's who's ever running it. It's like you guys really aren't going out there measuring things and putting that. You're basically probably just getting told and going from there like, oh, okay, I'll just put that on the piece of paper. Oh, okay, cool. And yeah, it's just... So, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know how long this has been going on, but now that everything is just so far, I wouldn't say so far off, it's just be wary of what you buy, um, because the measuring is just not, it's not right. If you go off measuring with just using the sizes of the jets and everything, just remember that it's not a true number. I can't even say they rounded it to the nearest number because my measuring tool fits beautifully in there. So I know what the correct sizes are. And since it's been going on this long, I know that I either need the -2 of what size I get from Holley. And yeah, so if I get a -2, then I know that if I do need that exact number, just go up 2 sizes and that should be the exact number. But man, they've been off. Alright guys, hopefully I get my answer if I need to drill this block. Otherwise, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up drilling my stock metering block and returning that, because that's just where I'm at. And it's really just the accelerator pump transfer tube that's got me. I somehow just, you know, I'm the guy who ended up with this style metering block. And most Holleys that you deal with are pretty much this. It even came with the right gasket that covers that hole, so I already know that your main Holleys probably do not have this transfer tube. And we'll see. If I can drill and insert the transfer tube in that metering block, I'll do it. But if I'm not, and it's just a whole bunch of wacky information, then what I'll probably do is take the modifications of air bleeds from here and just drill out and mimic that. I can't totally mimic this because I was told that the emulsion tubes have those holes in them and they're lined up. So there's that, where I won't be able to either do the low RPM to the high RPM. I'll end up having to just get it close by either downjetting power valve restrictors and doing the idle restriction here, and then I'd have to drill out. So Holley stock idle restrictions there, but there's plenty of videos that I found that you get more benefit restricting it here than you do actually down there. Randy from Holley How To's is, that guy's on it. Best videos I've ever watched. To get carb tuning real close, like, I've watched everyone. I do want to credit Uncle Tony, because getting my car to start on first try and then just doing everything, I went off his videos, and that guy knows a lot. It's just, I can't get a hold of him. It's like everyone that I want to get a hold to, it's like, nope, sorry, I don't have an email address for you or any contact info. So it's like you put it in a comment section, and then you just get all these people that don't know anything trying to tell you what to do, and you're just like, you have no experience, dude. Alright, this video is supposed to be short, not 10 minutes, so I'll let you guys at this.